Danny McBride's The Righteous Gemstones may have ended, but he still has the perfect excuse to get the acclaimed comedy series characters back together again. The ending of The Righteous Gemstones left most of its cast in good places. Eli, John Goodman, decides to be with Laurie Millsap, Megan Mullally, Kelvin, Adam Devine, Mary's Keefe, Tony Cavaliero, and Jesse, McBride, and Judy, Eddie Patterson, finally make peace with their mother's death. While The Righteous Gemstones Season 4's ending wasn't perfect, it ended the show on a good, happy note, one where most of the cast of The Righteous Gemstones saw their stories completed. Even though the ending of The Righteous Gemstones was satisfying, many viewers want to see more out of the show. McBride's humor is wildly popular for a reason, and The Righteous Gemstones was just as good, if not better, than his previous shows, Eastbound and Down and Vice Principals. Now that it's over, however, fans will have to wait at least a few years for McBride's next original HBO show, whereas The Righteous Gemstones Season 5 would have been ready in a much shorter timeframe. Luckily, there's still a way for McBride to continue using the characters of The Righteous Gemstones, Uncle Baby Billy, Walton Goggins. A Baby Billy spin-off would be a great way to continue the Righteous Gemstones story. Baby Billy's future with his family has so much room to explore in another comedy series. A new show focusing on Baby Billy would be the perfect way to continue the story of The Righteous Gemstones and even get some of the Gemstone characters back on the screen. The finale of The Righteous Gemstones saw Baby Billy abandon his plans for Teen Jus, a TV show about a teenage Jesus Christ, and vow to spend more time with his family. A spin-off show about Baby Billy could easily explore the challenges he faces after finally accepting the responsibilities of family life, and he could even call in his niece and nephews for help raising Lionel. There would be countless opportunities for comedy in a show centered around Baby Billy. He's already one of the funniest characters in The Righteous Gemstones, and McBride could easily devise some new situations for him to get wrapped up in. On top of that, a Baby Billy show could finally give him a chance to reunite with his first son, Harmon, Macaulay Culkin. After The Righteous Gemstones Season 2, we never saw Harmon again, and a spin-off show would be the perfect way to dive back into their complicated relationship and move the characters even further forward. Danny McBride has already teased a potential return to The Righteous Gemstones characters. McBride mentioned he may try to do a traveling tent revival with The Righteous Gemstones cast. Even if Danny McBride doesn't decide to create a Baby Billy Freeman spin-off show, it seems like he may already have plans to continue the Righteous Gemstones franchise. In an interview with Decider, McBride mentioned that he thinks it would be fun to do a traveling tent revival with the Gemstones. As McBride mentioned, his current ideas for a possible revival of The Righteous Gemstones wouldn't be a conventional continuation of the show. A tent revival is an outdoor Christian sermon like the one Baby Billy started at the end of The Righteous Gemstones Season 1, after he was struck by lightning. McBride's unfinished plans would seemingly get the main cast of The Righteous Gemstones back together to give satirical sermons across the country in live performances, which is a truly unique idea. Adam Devine even mentioned in the same interview that McBride had already mentioned the idea to him, and that he would be open to doing it. McBride's idea for a traveling live The Righteous Gemstones show doesn't sound fully developed yet, but it is a great bit of hope for fans of the show. The fact that he's already thought about this, and been vocal enough to share it with not only a media outlet but also Adam Devine, could be an indication that McBride isn't done with The Righteous Gemstones just yet. At the very least, McBride seems open to the idea of returning to the story and its characters, and I have faith that he'd find a worthwhile way to continue The Righteous Gemstones if he really wants to.